So far, so good. Yeah, went to Milton Keynes, to the old skate spot, and pretty much just kicking it. Not too much to do. It's the longest trip I've ever had to the UK. So, and Milton Keynes is the furthest I've even been out of London. So it's pretty cool. I saw some old spots for some videos, you know, like the flat bars and everything, and I didn't know it was all there, so it was cool. Yeah, I mean, well, last time I came here, I was here for another Nike tour, so we're just doing demos and kind of left after a few days. But yeah, this trip I was in Norway before this, and now we have maybe 4 days to really just hang out, so it's been pretty cool. Trying to get to know some of the little areas, you know, because I really am super unfamiliar with how London even is, you know. I know South Bank and I know a few different spots, but that's it, so it's cool. Now we're in Shoreditch, I think it's called. It's been cool. Yeah. I've been in Street League since it started, so the whole, it's, you know, a lot of money on the line or those certain reasons, it doesn't really like affect my thought process or anything anymore. I'm just, or even didn't really in the first place, but now it's more just like another contest, and I've just got to, you know, see what the course is like and see what tricks you can do, you know. It's not really as intense as people might think, you know, just especially with all this stuff leading up to, you know, the extra, whatever it is. So it's pretty mellow, honestly, for me personally. I've been in it from the beginning. It was wild in the beginning, you know, when I had just turned pro. I'm now in these contests for a ton of money, and, you know, things were different then, but now it's like, it is what it is, and I think it's cool that it's coming to, you know, London and maybe China or Brazil or wherever, just because, you know, other people get to experience it. It's been in the same cities the whole time, so I'm like, you know, switch it up. I wish they were building outdoor parks though, so they could stay, because it's kind of a bummer to see like some sick park just be gone, you know, but. Like personally, the idea of a point on a trick to me is like kind of ridiculous, you know? It's cool for Street League because it's a contest. Like it kind of makes it easier for people to understand what's going on if you're kind of learning about skating. But no, I don't, like, I'm not skating somewhere and I'm like, oh, that's a 9. Like, that's probably the dumber thing I've ever, you know? Like that's, but it's cool, you know? They just tried to make something of it, you know? Street League, instead of just 8, 7, 9, like, they try to make something of it, you know? The Chris Roberts 9 Club thing is just a funny spin-off of what it is. And yeah, they do a really good job at, you know, doing their interviews and doing what they do. So I like the name, I think it's funny. But as far as skating goes, like, I'm not out there doing tricks. Like, no, I don't think anyone is. That'd be kind of weird, you know? Well, honestly, I started skating when I was around 10, maybe almost 11, and I lived in the suburbs. It wasn't really around me, but I did see it from time to time. But as soon as I started skating, I would go into the city. And yeah, when I started going in the city, I mean, like you just said, like Melbourne has been full of skateboarding forever. So it was a cool, really cool city to grow up skating. Pretty friendly skate city. Like, obviously get kicked out of a lot of the buildings in the city and in the cooler spots, but like there's skate parks around. There's a lot of spots that are like in parks and a lot mellower than kind of the usual city. So yeah, it was super lucky to grow up in Melbourne. Super random, but at the time Nike SB had started up again, and just a guy that they had hired for maybe look for some skaters. He wasn't an employee of Nike, but I had known him, and he just asked me, you know, if I would like to get shoes from someone. And at the time, like, you know, I wasn't going to say no to getting free product. I didn't even know that it was Nike, but I ended up getting the box, and it was 4 pairs of Dunks, and I was super excited. And yeah, things progressed pretty quickly because the US team started coming over to Australia the next year to film for Nothing But the Truth. So It was really quick. Yeah, it was really quick. Everything that happened is really lucky. I had one trick in Lewis's part who was, it was filmed by Chris Middlebrook, and Chris was also filming Lewis's part at the time, and I was really good friends with Lewis, and he was helping me understand what to do, you know, because at that point in time, even for Lewis, he was still like on the rise, you know, he was making himself more and more known and filming all these crazy tricks and doing that. So that time in my life was crucial because I was seeing what he was doing, and if you look at what he was doing now, it's still insane, you know. So it definitely is a huge impact on like everything for me. So yeah, the memories, never forget them, you know. And Chris Middlebrook and I are still best of friends, and still do the exact same thing we were doing with Lewis back then, just on a different level, you know. So. I really enjoy skating all different ways. Grew up skating stairs, rails, manuals. Like the tech stuff just started kind of, it just started working. So I would just try more and more tricks. And I've always been a person to try things, you know. So I don't really put it in like a category, like I'm tech skating or I'm skating ledges or I'm skating big stairs or rails or, I don't know. I think that's kind of like categorizing it too much. I just skate and I have certain, I guess, like things I want to do, you know? That's it. There's not like too much thought to it or anything. Obviously, skating this way has helped me in a lot of ways, you know, because of Instagram, because of Street League, and because of all these different things that happen now in skating, which are pretty wild. But yeah, there's no purpose to it all, you know? Like the nollie back heel, I just wanted to do the nollie back heel. It's not like I was thinking about like, I have to do a big stair trick, or I need to do, you know, that's just, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different approaches that I see, you know, skaters taking. Some don't work, some work. I mean, not to say that I'm lucky again, but the way that I did skate and the way that I would try tricks and the process I've taken with social media and shit, it just happened to be the way that works, you know. So I kind of got lucky in that sense, and it's been cool, you know.